Hey, did you get any of that homemade salsa that we had the other day?
Yes, I was there, it was good. But what was with it cilantro in the salsa? It looked like there was a lot of cilantro and the chunks were quite large.
Yes, the food processor wasn't working, so the chunks of cilantro were quite big.
No shit, man. I pulled out some pretty hefty chunks of that shit. It looked like big fallen logs floating in a lake of tomatoes and peppers. At least we did not have to worry about choking. There's no way any of those giant pieces of fucking cilantro could fit down past someone's esophagus.
Some of those cilantro chunks were the size of large trees indeed. It looked like hybrids of sequoia and redwood trees, if those two trees could fuck and have really big tree babies. I thought we were going to have to rent a crane to get some of those giant-ass plants out of the salsa.
I know, dude. It's not our fault the food processor was a piece of shit that would not do anything. It was like a tasty mess of slop that was delightful to eat, after excavating those huge fucking cilantro logs out of the goddamn salsa. And bloody hell, who the fuck makes salsa in a blender?
I think we could have survived without using the blender to help us in making the salsa. But we would have all been there like illegal child workers for 17 hours at least, trying to chop all that shit up by hand. That would have been a real bitch, don't you think?
I agree. Maybe we should buy cilantro whose bunches aren't 8 million pounds, that are 500 feet high and at least 100 feet in diameter. That was definitely some crazy shit, man.
At least we survived and had very good shrimp and steak tacos. Despite the 900 pounds of cilantro combined with like 3 pounds of salsa, it turned out pretty well, and cilantro is good when you are drinking because it can freshen your breath a bit when you've had lots of vodka and rum.
Indeed. It was good and spicy but looked like an afterbirth from a large mammal.
I believe there was a woman and her son that had a similar problem while making Swedish meatballs. The mother used an obscene fucking amount of onions, and I heard the son was there for hours picking out the onions and almost died of exhaustion.
Yes, well, we better be off to the brothel to meet our hookers now. Let's just agree that any salsa making in the future does not involve mutant-sized fucking cilantro and insane amounts of blender-made soupy-ass tomato pepper mix.
I agree. Off to the hookers. I need to pick this 7 pounds of cilantro out of my teeth first. I had leftovers with that salsa during my lunch hour.